Hint why the Magic Kingdom Park right above the arena is literally the wilderness and the seven seas, aka the seven seals of the Messiah. You know, opening the seven seals in the wilderness. It's no way around this stuff, man. There's no way around it. And when you look at it too, how I look at it like a bubble, you look at that like a dome. You feel what I'm saying? This is why the whole aspect of Kobe, him having to crash through the plane and all of that allegedly, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna get into that. But when you look at it right here, notice when it happened. Pay attention to this cartoon and chime on in.
Oh shit! It's Kobe Bryant. Help me. Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out. Pass.
Notice how through the fire comes the gold. And notice how he becomes the gold. Because that represent what? The Messiah coming out. And you remember out of the bowels of the earth and ascending on the third day. And then he's not able to be touched because he's unblemished and he's refined as gold. He was tried as gold. This is why Amelia Earhart had to go into the ring of fire. And then, you know, that's what the whole aspect was about. This whole thing is that deep, y'all. It's crazy. On my last video I had did, I believe it was my about when I said about the people going when celebrities go to jail. The whole point of that, you can check out that vid. But the California and Florida, notice how they similar. Like I said in geographic, like they both got the palm trees, both got the summer weather, etc. And you know, Cali don't mean nothing but goddess of death, and Florida don't mean nothing but the whole aspect of like the cosmic womb, like the hibiscus fruit. That's all it represents. So notice how that's the cosmic womb, and then notice how the whole aspect of going into the ring of fire. And you already know they want to kill the Messiah anyway. Hint the whole aspect of they used to give the goddess of death the hibiscus fruit. Cali and Florida. Pay attention to that. Ring of fire. You feel where I'm going with this? This is why Obama was literally born in Hawaii. You feel where I'm going? This is why Obama had to be born in Hawaii, man, because it represents nothing but the whole aspect of the like. You remember I said how Hawaii was formed. That's why it became the 50th state, because Hawaii was literally formed, or was literally created by chaos and fire, man. Come on now, brimstone and fire. Hey, remember I already said how she 39 year how she died at 39, which is the same year Dr. King and Malcolm X dies. Remember I said 39 years after her death, she you know, it was 1976. Remember I mentioned that. But notice how literally she died in 1937, 22 years later, Hawaii is made a state. Remember I said Obama is from Hawaii, and how significant, because he plays a role of an antichrist, man. I'm gonna get into that later on, like on another video. Say that for another day. But notice how Selma and Montgomery March, in order to get the vote, Hawaii had to be obviously in the scene. Integration knows work. Hawaii knows integration works. So that was basically that, you know, that hell and everything coming together, good and evil, fire and brimstone bringing forth beauty. That's all that represented with the Hawaii aspect. You feel where I'm going? That's why Obama had to be born in Hawaii, and hit the whole aspect of how, like I said, 22 years after her date, Hawaii was made a state in 1959, and it was in August 21st, which is during the time of what? The Virgo. Remember that. It was during the time of the Virgo, aka they trying to sit at the church. You feel what I'm saying? And when you understand 22, that represents nothing but the whole aspect of like the cross becoming a cube. Because when you understand a cube, it's like literally it literally equalizes. You know, like when you denominate it down, it's 22, like in the sense of face and everything. But when you understand that the cross represents the crucifixion, and when you fold it up, it becomes a cube, aka what? Saturn, the black planet, which is nothing but the god of time and the god of like chaos, everything, of darkness, brimstone. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm actually going to end that.